Good morning and welcome back to the More Factor. It's Friday. We're going to talk about stress equals fear. I'm Frederick Roth, and I enjoy and am passionate about helping people succeed in life by teaching life skills, success principles, and character traits. So today, on our final episode of this series of stress management and living in harmony with others, we had 4 points that were based on the book, Your Little Steps to Self-Confidence for Life, by a guy named Paul, and I can't remember his last name at the moment. You can find the book on Amazon, Kindle, and other places. But today, we're going to end off with some insights that I've developed over the past couple years through my research and study. And let's talk about what stress really is. Stress is an extension of fear. It's actually a symptom or a byproduct of fear. What is fear? Well, fear is simply a fantasy that we believe in and make it seem real, but it's not really real. It hasn't even happened, and it's not real. Nothing becomes real until it actually happens. But we have this innate ability as humans to fear the unknown, fear something in the future that hasn't even happened. And I'm not sure why we do it. We're all really great at it. And it's a skill that we need to lose. Rather, we need to have a skill that allows us to find peace in any storm. To find joy in the midst of the roller coaster ride. Because contemplating the future is a pointless game that really has no value. And so we cause ourselves stress. Say for example, you have a bill due, and at the moment, you've got no money. So we stress ourselves out by contemplating that, well, we're going to lose what we have because we can't pay the bill. Well, it's a payment. We're scared to call them up and tell them what's going on because we think they're going to be upset with us because we're back on a payment. And on. Our mind just spirals and spirals, and yet we have no knowledge of what they're going to say or do. We don't have any knowledge of how they're going to react. So pick up the phone, make the phone call, tell them, it's going to be a couple days late, and see what happens. Usually everyone works together and there's no stress. But we build ourselves up and build ourselves up and build ourselves up. It's like the story I heard on the radio one time about a guy who was out in the country and his car broke down. I think he had a flat tire. And so he walked down the road and seen a house off in the distance and kept walking, and in his mind he started to say, well, why would they help me? They're not going to help me. I'm a stranger out in the middle of nowhere. They're not going to give me a car jack to help jack my car up. And he kept talking to him and talking to himself. And he stressed himself out so much that as he knocked on the door, and the door was opened by a smiling face, he said, you know what? You can keep your car jack. I'll do it myself. Without even saying hello or asking the question. See, we stress ourselves so much that we almost force the negative energy to do what we have stressed about. But if we would learn to just let it go, as it is said in our study, let it go. Stop making everything black and white. Most of the stuff is experiential truth. You got to experience it for yourself. And one of the other points was do what you can do, and don't worry about what you can't do. See, stress will always cause your body to do things it shouldn't do. High blood pressure, inflammations, headaches, all kinds of things. We cause those things to ourselves because of fear. If we would learn that stress is just fear, well, what am I afraid of? That's the question we should ask ourselves. I am stressing out, so what am I afraid of right now? What is the real fear in my life? When we identify that fear, we can address that fear and overcome the fear and eliminate the stress. I had a machine break down last Wednesday, so it's been a week and a half. So I got all stressed out for a couple days and stayed back from a function that I was committed to go to, and I backed out of it and worked on the machine for 2 days to no avail. Called up the service guy, we talked about it, we discussed it, and we decided on a course of action. And in reality, I only needed some parts, and so I got those ordered, and they'll be here today, actually. And so all that stress was for nothing. Call up the customers. Pretty well all of them. I don't know of any yet that have said, "Wah, rah, rah." No. Well, that happens. So we'll get it fixed and take care of the customers, and everybody's happy. But for those 2 days, I had a lot of stress until I realized, you know what? I did what I could, and that's it. Called the customers up, and that was all there was to it. No more stress. Identify the fear, address it, and it eliminates your stress. And when you've done what you can, the rest will fall into place. And remember, be better today than you were yesterday. Keep growing, keep learning, keep studying, keep becoming a better person. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow. Actually, we'll see you on Monday, which is Thanksgiving. So, what are you going to be thankful about this weekend? What are you thankful about every day? See you Monday.